All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Today we're going to take some time to, well, I know exactly what we're going to talk about, eBay listings. It's important in today's landscape with the coin market just exploding all of a sudden. The ability to maximize your listings to the fullest potential to help make more sales for you and to sell your items for a lot more money. It couldn't be more important, and it's kind of the overstatement of the year. Okay, if you're not doing the best that you can on your listings, obviously you're not going to see the fruits of your labor, and that is probably why that eBay has become a full-time job for a lot of people. You know, they'll go out and do a little retail arbitrage and you know, things of that nature. I mean, that's like huge right now. People going out to the stores and buying items and then turning around and selling it literally in the parking lot of a Walmart or Target. you know, whatever the hottest trends are. But that's a story for a different time. There are people that do excel in that sort of world of business and commerce, e-commerce rather. This particular video is going to focus on tightening up your eBay listings. There are a few things psychologically that probably you guys didn't know about that we are going to address, and you're going to see just how effective just simply doing a few minor tweaks and changes is going to do to help out your channel or your eBay store. So if you haven't read it already, it says maximizing your eBay listings to sell more and make more money. That's what we're going to talk about. So knock it out of the park with these small changes. And that's what they are. They're very small changes. You don't have to go above and beyond to really make a huge difference. Okay, and then there's going to be a method to our madness. Obviously, the end goal is to sell more items, more product at the highest amount of money, at the same time delivering on excellence, quality, and that not only means for the product itself, but also the shipping experience plays a huge role in delivering maximum satisfaction to our customers. So in this particular video, we're going to use an eBay store. This gentleman actually is a huge contributor to not only my channel, Blue Ridge Silverhound, but also to Coin Q&A. That's our panel group. We're live every Thursday, which today is Thursday. I'm not going to be on tonight because I have another arrangement, but I'm usually on there. And Seamus is his name. He's one of the guys that is a huge supporter of our group and to my channel. And we are going to use his eBay store as a model of success and excellence. All right, you guys are going to like it. He is not one of the new guys. He's been around the block for a while. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what to look for. But he did reach out to me a few days ago, and he was having some trouble selling some West Point quarters. Okay, these circulation rarity coins that were released last year. As a matter of fact, he's trying to sell the 2019s. So let's go ahead and check out his eBay store, and here it is. So you can see, and this will be kind of like a quick little advertising plug for his eBay store. It's Carl Omaha. It's all one word. You can see it right here on the top left corner under the eBay insignia. He has 95 listings. Okay, and then we're going to take like general observations and kind of like add in various types of alternate ways and styles of selling these items, so that way it looks more appealing to buyers out there. Okay, so first thing you're going to notice is the high quality, high res images on every single one of his listings. You know exactly what to look for. All right, they're nice high quality. They're up close. They show all of the diagnostics. He's into varieties, obviously. Sells a lot of DDOs, RPMs. I mean, take a look at that. You know exactly what you're getting with this coin. Okay, so that's important. If you haven't mastered the art of, I guess, taking quality images, that's something that is definitely should be the first thing that you need to at least not necessarily master. I mean, you could get away with some pretty nice quality images without knowing a whole lot about it. Now, obviously, Seamus, Mr. Carl Omaha, has some sort of digital scope that he's using. Okay, those are available out there. I actually have some down below in the description box. It's one of my biggest sellers. There's a Celestron microscope that works perfectly to capture a lot of these close-up images. So if you don't have one and you're considering getting one, yeah, check it out. You know, it's not for everyone. You have to be kind of dedicated into it. But you'll make your money back like real quick with one of those. I have one myself, and it's a great tool. But it's also an important tool if you're going to get into selling these varieties. We have a whole bunch of them right here, guys. And he sells a lot of great-looking coins that are not only high-grade, but are extremely strong varieties. All right, some of them cherry pickers guides. A lot of these are Wexler's varieties, things that are on Variety Vista. Couple really phenomenal resources for identifying some of these varieties. All right, so he obviously nailed the photo imaging aspect of his listings to a T. Okay, so that's obviously not the problem. Another general observation that you kind of see within his store is that for every listing description, it's very clear, concise. It has all the information that you need to know about the coin for that particular listing. Okay, but I do have one small minor criticism that is not really too big of a deal, and that's why I say it's a very tiny, small criticism. So I wanted to ask you guys, why would you type in a listing title, a mainline header, in all caps? All right, so I want you to consider that and kind of think about it. To kind of parallel to something like this, let's say you're texting back and forth to, you know, your husband, wife, or girlfriend, boyfriend, or a friend, or whatever, and they type in all caps. Well, what does that mean in text speak? Okay, it really means that they're trying to hammer home a statement. All right, maybe they're mad at you about something, they're upset, they want you to understand. When they type in all caps, it brings a lot of attention to what they're trying to say. It's a very emotional thing at that point. And that's what we're seeing here with Seamus's listings, is when you type in all caps, he wants to blast it out for everyone to see. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but if we looked at the psychological part of it, I know I'm getting kind of like way deep here on this, but when it comes to buying and selling successes, these are things you have to look for, so that way you know exactly where to kind of like draw the line in using the all caps method for your listing descriptions. Is that you're trying to prove a point home, but when it comes to the actual reading of all caps lettered words all the way across, as human beings, we are not developed in that kind of way to read full all-on caps writing styles. You know, if you look at a general sentence, obviously the first letter of the first word in every sentence is capitalized, and then everything else is lowercase, with exception of like proper nouns, you know, like a person's first name, Sarah, John, whatever the case may be, names of towns, and you know, you get the big idea. But that only affects a small percentage of people who are kind of like they're into like the whole English, you know, comprehensive type of thing. And me personally, it doesn't bother me, but there are people that are like, well, why do you do it all caps? And not saying that that's like kind of like a huge instigating kind of conversation for someone selling stuff on eBay. People will typically, who don't want to deal with all caps messages on eBay listings, they'll just avoid the listing altogether. That's a small percentage. I would say that what CMS is doing is perfectly acceptable in today's landscape. Is, you know, when it's in all caps, you draw more attention to it. Okay, and then again, the people that are negative, Debbie Downers on it, is a very small percentage of people. But anyways, very fantastic job. So the other thing that you want to also consider, okay, that actually plays a huge psychological role in the buying motives of your customers is going to be what you charge for your item and then how much shipping is. All right, so as you can see on every single one of CMS's listings, you have the buy it now price, which everything that he has are all buy it now, add to cart type listings. Okay, there's no bidding involved. You don't have to wait like 5-7 days, wait till the last minute to drop in a bid. It's like if you see something you like, go ahead and buy it. And he sold quite a few items. Okay. However, the buying kind of like motive and perspective when it comes to items on eBay, and keep in mind eBay's been around for over 20 years, is that people will look at the price of an item and say, oh yeah, that's fair. And then when they look at the secondary line item here of shipping, it's like, oh, I got to pay shipping. And then now eBay is charging tax, and that's constant. It didn't used to be that way probably like 2 years ago, but now there's going to be sales tax on every single item that is out there. All right, so when someone looks at, say, this 1963D Lincoln Memorial set, and they're sitting there gauging the price of the item and then the shipping, they're doing kind of like that math in their head. It's like, oh, well, I'm going to end up paying like $11 and then add tax on top of that. I'll probably end up closer to like $11.50 or $12. So when you line down all of the various fees and things that's required to purchase the 1963D Lincoln Memorial set, now all of a sudden it doesn't look like that great of a deal. $11, $11.50. When someone has that kind of time to think about the total amount of money that they're going to spend for an item, they're going to be more than likely to go back and then look for other items that offer free shipping. Okay, so the psychological part of this change is going to be, instead of charging $8 for the item and then adding in another secondary line item for $3 shipping, is go ahead and lump them all together in one purchase price and offer free shipping. So in this case, CMS can change all of his listings, take the $3, add it to the $8, make it $11, free shipping. And guess what that does? Now that changes the buying perception from paying more to getting more perceived value out of your listings. That's just the way we've been brought up, okay? As people, we're retail nuts. We like to shop. Now more so than ever, we're shopping online. So there's a lot of transparency, okay? When everything is all lined item out, okay, it becomes to be more than what it's actually worth. Whereas if you had one line item, you have free shipping, ding, 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 the buyer will say, I get free shipping, heck yeah. That's going to be extra bonus for me because it's free shipping. Now, all I have to do is pay for the tax, and I'm fine with that. But in reality, it doesn't change anything. What eBay had done a few years back, because people were selling items, especially higher dollar items, selling them for like 99 cents, but they're charging $250 for shipping to get around having to pay the actual eBay fees, which is snaky good. I mean, they've been doing it, people have been doing it for a long time. But they changed the game when they said, okay, you can do that, but we're going to charge a fee on the shipping too. Things haven't changed. They're still doing that. So you're going to get tabbed or hit with a 10% fee on not only the purchase price through eBay's fees, but also the shipping too. So they're going to charge you 30 cents for charging $3 shipping. So this is where it's even more important to just go ahead and lump sum everything together. Provide perceived extras to your listing, and then people are going to gravitate more off of your listing because you offer free shipping on everything. But it doesn't change the amount of money that you make in the end. Okay, you're just simply taking one thing, adding it on top of another, and all of a sudden you have a completely 180-degree perspective on your sales. So people like to see that. I know because I bought a coffee mug for my wife a week ago. People were selling the coffee mugs for like $10, $12. It's a basic coffee mug with a basic message. But you would be surprised how many have charged $15 for shipping, or they've charged $9 for shipping. It's like all over the place. And you had like a couple people that offered free shipping. I chose the listing with the free shipping. Again, there's a lot of transparency. Okay, just because it says free shipping doesn't mean you're going to have your coffee mug delivered in a garbage bag. Okay, they're going to say, well, you're still getting first class mail or priority mail. So, there's a lot of transparency on the method of the shipment. All right, and that's eBay's kind of like part of the ruling when it comes to the shipping part is you can charge free shipping, but you still have to put down the type of shipping method that you're going to be sending your items at. So that's another thing to take into consideration is simply just lump summing the cost of the item with the shipping, and then all of a sudden you're going to build up an extra extra perceived value in all of your items, and that's what people like. They like free shipping. People like free stuff by nature. All right. So that's something else. Let's go ahead and actually click into one of Seamus's listings. So he's got these items. He's got multiple pictures, okay, which shows all of the various kind of like pickup points of a certain variety. Even has extra information in the description field. The more descriptive that you are, is going to be huge. It's going to be a paramount aspect to the success of your store. So being able to put everything all in there is going to be important. Okay, so he does a great job, and it also shows a lot of integrity when he also, again, transparency when he's putting all the information that he possibly can into his listing. Okay, and I like this main line down here. I intend to provide accurate descriptions, fair prices, and accurate shipping rates, and I am willing to communicate and cooperate. I believe in the golden rule, quote unquote. So that's fantastic. This is a guy that you can trust. His feedback is 100%. Okay, he's got over 500, which is good, and outstanding. So on his listings, he also has make offer also. So that is available there as well if you want to do that. So if you leave yourself open for offers, okay, you're going to get more interest in your listings. He has 3 available, okay, which is good. You're maximizing, okay, using the Dutch kind of bin auction format. If you have multiples, just go ahead and lump it up into one. Which is good. But see, there's only a few tweaks that you would need to do. One last thing before we go ahead and close her out today is, this one little section of text here underneath the actual kind of like bidding tools and buttons is going to be shipping, which we understand. We've kind of addressed that, just go ahead and do free shipping on something like that. Delivery and handling time. People want to see handling time that's less than 2 days because they want to know that you're processing shipments right away. So make sure you hold yourself accountable for the actual processing time. And then the forms of payment, okay? PayPal credit is important. And then returns. Okay, there are certain things where returns are going to be important, and then other times where you just absolutely should not accept returns. But it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because a buyer is still covered under the eBay protection program. So if something is not as described anyways, they're going to return it. The way that this benefits you by offering a return is that the buyer has to pay for the shipping label, whereas if you offered no returns and they have a problem with the product, you as a seller have to pay for the shipping. I guess you guys probably did not know that, but yes, that is a huge thing, because when you're trying to make money and then you have to process a return, you would much rather have the buyer pay for the shipping, whether it's $3 or $20. But yeah, those are a few kind of like key little success tips that I have for you to maximize a lot of visibility to your listings. High quality images. Okay, that's something that takes some practice. Something as basic as your smartphone camera can do nice high quality images. Okay, you just need to manage the lighting and the focus. Okay, another thing is integrating both the cost of the item with the shipping and lump sum it together to show perceived extra value into your product. And then thirdly is just hammering home just the various kind of like return policies and payment types and handling times. You put all of this together, you are going to have an ultra successful eBay store, and should be good to go. All right, handling eBay, whether you do a store or own kind of like individual account where you can only list up to 50 items, it's a lot of fun. Okay, it's a great way to make some extra money, as you can see based off of my market reports. People are making extra money selling on eBay, selling like, change finds and roll finds and a lot of goodies out there. Okay, 10, 20, 50 bucks per pop, per item. I mean, it's a nice little chunk of money. So being able to maximize this to your biggest potential and to sell everything for the most amount of money that you can, and still, this is important, showing a lot of satisfaction from the customer by way of a positive feedback, because the buyer can offer to do a positive feedback, neutral, or negative. And obviously you want positive, so it keeps your store up high on the eBay algorithms for the searches. So that's going to do it for today. So that is maximizing your eBay listings to sell more and make more money. It's real quick, real simple. Another thing that I want to address, because someone had brought it up, is let's see, what is it called? Because you could list an item for quite a bit of money, and eBay does have a service to sponsor your listing, and then at the end, when the item sells, they'll take a bigger chunk of the profit, because you're kind of paying for the advertisement of the item. Again, use discretion. If you're having if you have like $1,000 item that you're having just a heck of a time selling, you could possibly entertain the eBay sponsored advertisement for your item. Okay, and but they'll take, I believe, 20% of the actual sale price of the item. So if you're good with that, you could also do it. It may not be a bad idea, especially if something is over 30 days old. Then that might actually play in your guys' favor. I did that once and had sold something for a couple hundred. It was like $500. It was a comic book or something like that. And I felt like it was worth the 20% to sell it, because it's an aged unit in my inventory. But that's going to do it. I hope you guys found a few takeaways from the Blue Ridge eBay Selling Clinic. Again, you know, this is a lot of stuff that isn't necessarily new in the landscape of e-commerce sales, but if you're doing eBay full-time, you most certainly should integrate some of these things into your listings, and you're going to find that you're going to get an uptick in sales. Okay, you're going to see an improvement on your sales, and please do utilize the sold listings feature where you can actually go in and actually take a look at the previous sale prices, so that way you price all your items within a reasonable ballpark. If you're way too high, you're going to scare away a lot of potential clientele. So that's going to do it, guys. I want to thank each and every single one of you for all your views and support and hanging out for 25 freaking minutes. I know it's a long video, but much appreciate also to Seamus for allowing me to discuss his eBay store and just making sure that, you know, everything is all high and tight. He's doing a great job. I'm sure he's going to make a few changes, you know, in there, but he doesn't have a whole lot to do. So anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it. Thank you guys again. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for instant notification. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. You guys take care. Happy hunting, and good luck with the sales. I will see you next time. There you go. Forgot to do that. Like, share, subscribe. All right, take care, guys. Love you guys, and yeah, be safe.